Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. It's 1 minute past 12 o'clock here in Nigeria, West African time. I know West Africa is 1 minute past 12 already. And this is another session with another fantastic, phenomenal author in our midst. Her name is Dr. Rachel Ogunsawo. I hope I'm not Yoruba. I hope I'm able to pronounce that name correctly. Um,
You did this well.
Thank you very much for everyone who is tuning in, those who are going to join us after the session. It's glad to have you here, Rachel. Thank you
Yes,
for
sir.
honoring to be part of this session. All right, so let's dig in immediately. I've written a whole lot about you from the bio that you sent me, your resume. I've written a whole lot about you on my timeline, and
Thank you,
people
sir.
have gotten to know who we are interviewing today. But maybe there's something that we don't know about you that we need to know. I don't know if you have another sister who is living in in Mars. Maybe we need to know, or if you have someone else that is like you in some other part of
I
the
have
world.
a
Just
look-alike.
okay. So go ahead and tell us who you are. Apart from the things that we've shared before, something maybe you want to buttress on.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, Sir Emeka Nobis, the Don, the legend. We are grateful for the gift
Rachel,
of
can you hear
youth.
me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I think network is a bit of an issue, but I think she'll be back.
Um,
Hello, Rachel.
Hello, good afternoon.
Okay, you're back. Go ahead.
I'm saying good afternoon once again to Sir Emeka Nobis. I said the Don, the legend, and we are grateful for the gift of you to this generation. For
Thank you
me,
very much.
yes, I'm Rachel Ogusowo, the first child of my parents. I'm married with two children, and I have a look-alike in Port Harcourt. I don't know if you can remember me.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was an introvert, a very chronic introvert, but and my writing journey started because I love penning down my thoughts into books. I have a lot of notepad, diaries, and all, but it happened that time and chance worked for me, and then I met one, two, three people along my life journey who made me first recognize my gift of writing, and not just recognizing the gifts, grooming me. I met people who groomed me. So for many people who say, oh, I love writing, how about the professional aspect? So you don't just say, oh, because I have the gift of writing, that's all about being an author. You have to have a project, I mean, a book consultant, I mean, a nurturing coach, and those who will actually help you refine that writing skill. So I thank God for my writing journey, and the book we sell academy. Your book we sell academy is one of those. I started writing, let me say, 15 years ago, but my authoring journey started 10 years ago, and I thank God, year in, year out, monthly, and along the way, I've been a better version of myself. Of course, the first book I wrote is the last book I wrote is much better than the first book I wrote and published 10 years ago. So I'm grateful to God for that. Then I'm a vet doctor, but like I said, I knew I loved writing. It was after I graduated and I now started giving more energy into writing. So now I can say I'm doing 50% of veterinary practice and 50% of writing. As much as I love animals so much. I understand their language, they know me, they love me, but at the same time, oh yes, so but at the same time, I know I have more than one passion, which is the other part is writing, which I have to, of course, make use of and use day in, day out. For as many medical personnel that will be watching this now or later, no matter your discipline, you can still check yourself and see, oh, do I have the gift of writing? Do I have the skill of writing? Is writing what I want to do? You can do it. But even if it's something that is not inborn, you can still learn the skill and the skills of writing. We also have ghostwriters that help people write in case you don't have the time or the morale to write yourself. They are ghostwriters, but definitely everyone has something to write about. That's the truth of the matter. If you really want to, everybody has a message for the present generation and generations to come. So Rachel, that's Rachel in a nutshell. I think in my bio I already said it that I'm also I'm a founder of, I have an NGO where we minister comfort to different groups of people, the to orphanages, school. We go on school tours. So Rachel is multi-potentiality. In short, that's just who Rachel is.
That's amazing.
Yes,
Absolutely
sir.
amazing. Thank you. Thank you once again for that introduction and for agreeing to be interviewed on this session. So the next question I have for you is, how can medical experts author books? I know I think I called you a medical doctor, but then you corrected me and said it has to be vet doctor. So I said, okay, it's still in the medical line. Medical experts, medical doctors, nurses, and many of them fall into into this category. How can they author books that actually sell? Because the misconception a lot of people have is that I need to be a writer before I author a book. Is that true? And how can
No.
medical experts like you be able to author books that actually sell, not just any kind of book, but books that actually sell?
Yes, yes. In fact, I've had a lot of people ask me that, oh, Rachel, have you written any book on vets? And I keep saying it that there are people, professors, consultants who over the years have gained enough experience and have authored books on veterinary practice that I don't have to author books on vet. So the first notion I will try to correct is if you want a book that will sell, you have to check your immediate surrounding and then your distance. You have to ask yourself what book will sell. If it's concerning your discipline, fine, but be sure there will be available market for such books. You don't just say, okay, because I'm a medical lab scientist, I must author a book in my discipline. There is no rule that says you cannot, but sincerely speaking, it's better to check yourself very well and answer the question, which book will sell? Is it this book in my discipline? If it's not a book in your discipline, of course, launch out and author books in any other discipline. So for medical personnel, um, as you can also author a book concerning the business aspects of your discipline. For me, I've been practicing vet for years. I mean, above 10 years. So I majored in canine. We call it canine medicine and poultry
Mm,
medicine. So the only medical book in quotes that I've authored is the business aspects of veterinary poultry, because I
mm,
realized I was getting invitation to speak concerning my business. I had the farm, I had the vet store and all that. So because of the request, I then decided to author a book titled Journey to Turkey Production. Virtually every dictum and Ari can cope with broiler production and pullets production, I mean layers production. But people were having issue with turkey production. But because I've done it over and over and over and over and over, people were calling me to speaking engagements, consultancy, and all that. So I knew it was time to author a book. In fact, I think it was my ninth book. So I didn't rush into authoring a book in my discipline. I instead did what I authored what people were asking me for. I think I can even mention here my first, I mean, I think my third, fourth, and fifth book came because people were asking. I have a Facebook group for the singles and the engaged, and then over time, I realized my DM was about the people want counsel with regards soul tie, breakup, these questions to ask in marriage. So because of that, I decided to meet that demand and I published a book for that reason. So it was until there was need for me to publish a book concerning turkey production. That was when and I said, okay, I think the time is right now That was when I now published a book for poultry. So the to answer and buttress your question in summary, each medical personnel should ask herself or himself, what book will sell? Is it a book in my discipline? Is it the business aspect of my uh, medical practice? Is it uh, something else in the digital world or in the business world? I think you also would be in the best position to answer such question, but at least I've thrown it open now that it doesn't have to be from your discipline.
Amazing, amazing. So,
Yeah.
before I go to the next question, so you're saying that a lot of individuals think that they have to write author books in their particular discipline. If they can, that's fine. But if they have other things, because for me, I also studied mechanical engineering, and I've never written any book on engineering,
You
never.
can
And
imagine.
I don't think I
Yeah.
can write a book, any book on engineering.
They
I
are
don't think.
professionals.
I doubt.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're saying that medical experts they have other dimensions of their lives, maybe in parenting, maybe in vocational studies,
Yes, sir.
volunteering, and many other things, right? So that's what you're saying, right?
Yes. Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying. You can imagine for my colleagues that graduated together as veterinarians, there's a particular guy who is very good with instruments, guitar, and
Mm,
all that. Even while we in vet school, he was always giving us vibes with his guitar. Such
mm,
person, if when people start asking him for, okay, I want you to train me on how to play guitar, how to play the violin, maybe before he graduated or maybe while he's serving, he would have enough time to do
mm.
one-on-one training and group training. But if you get to a point in time, he will not be able to do that again. But if he authors a book concerning that and people reach out to him, he will just sell the book to them.
Exactly. Fantastic. I like that. I like your responses. Okay, so the next question I have is what actually made you to author a book? Because I know there's so many reasons that make you to author books. For some people are running from hunger, they want to author books so that they can make money and sell. Some individuals want to challenge certain norms. Some just want to write their stories and share with the world. Everybody has different reasons, right? For me, I'm authoring a book because I want to be famous. I want to influence lives, and at the same time, I want to make money. So, fame, influence, and money for me. But I don't know for you. So, I want to ask, why did you author your books or the books that you've authored?
Okay, sincerely speaking, I authored my first book because I just felt it was a way of documenting my writings. Like my first book is a collection of my quotable quotes. I'd add a lot of quotable quotes as far back as 12, 15 years ago. So I just felt it was a way of just um compiling my little information here and there, and then just have let me just I just wanted it to be like a memoir, like a collection. That was what I did for my first book. That was 10 years ago. Inspirational Nudgets. I just felt it's one thing to let me just compile this thing. I've been writing this thing for a long time. That was the first thing. I just wanted to compile my writings. That was the first thing. Then, secondly, like I mentioned, I have a Facebook group for the singles, and then I noticed it got so bad that within a week or month there will be questions and requests for counseling in a particular niche. It got to the extent that I had to start copying and pasting. Like I'll copy from Lady A, paste to Lady Z. Copy this person will talk about breakup or soul tie, and I will copy the answer from Lady Z, go and
Mm,
paste. So I knew, oh, then when I go for speaking engagements, the admins or those who invite me, somehow they'll just compile my teaching into PDF for Microsoft and send to me. So it was lying fallow on my laptop until I just said, let me start compiling this thing. So I started compiling my answers, discussion, and then it got so bad that there was a particular year I had like 4 manuscripts. So when inspirations, the way we writers get inspirations. So when the inspirations flows, it will go with one of the books, maybe book A, book 2, or book 3. So I would type, I would flow it and type. So I kept, so I knew at that point in time that I had the voice already, because people would tell me that, please, Ma, have you written about so, so, and so? Have you written about so and so? Please, I've read a lot of your writings, and I trust your point of view with regards to so topic. Have you written about it? You can imagine. So at the end of the day, after collection, writing, typing, and I need some time to just publish. So I started editing, proofreading. I published first as ebooks. So aside my first book that I published far back in 2012, I was publishing as ebook. But it was during Your Book Will Sell Academy that I got the ginger, the morale, and some information that made me launch out to printing my books. I think we'll talk about that soon. We'll
Yeah.
get to that part soon.
Fantastic. So I like that. This is one reason. So this is one of the things I tell people. When you start to rise in your journey, people will start asking plenty questions. How do you do this? How do you do that? How do you do this? And by the time they keep asking all those questions, and you're always finding yourself copying and pasting, going to look for where you pasted it, and then, man, I think it's a good thing for you to write a book because it becomes repetitive, right? So when it becomes repetitive, people keep asking those questions. All you need to do is document everything inside of the book. Anybody that asks a question, you give them the link to go and purchase the book, and then they have a full body of knowledge for themselves. Absolutely fantastic. That's a very, very fantastic point. And I'm glad that you decided to be on the journey to authoring your books. Okay, so I know you've written a lot of books. What's your best-selling book? And when I mean best-selling book, the one that has sold the most ever since you have been authoring books. I know you have copies of them there. So the ones I know, there was one you mentioned in the academy, although I didn't really take note about it, but you can now tell us about it. Yes.
Yes. That's the t-shirt I'm wearing. And this, okay,
Oh,
like I
Cassandra novel.
said,
Fantastic.
yes, sir. Like I said, I've authored several books before Cassandra, but it was during Your Book Will Sell Academy. By the way, this is my book. Go get your books.
You have a copy with you there. That's nice.
Yes, sir. So I published this Cassandra novel is my 7th book. But the intentional.
The talk is a bit tricky right now. Can you hear me? Rachel, can you hear me? Yeah, Rachel, you are hanging a little bit.
Yes,
Can you tell us again? Yeah. Okay, go ahead, please.
I said that even though I'd authored several books before this, like I mentioned in the last question, people were asking for, like, they were seeking for counsel, and I realized I could just compile the answers and sell as books. So that was why I did the first 5. So by the time people had been asking for a novel from me, but I felt, oh no, do I have to? I can't keep jumping. You write about this, then you still want to start writing novels. So I was kind of skeptical. That's why another thing: don't carry your market for your head on your head. Don't be shy. I felt, do I have to go and start writing novel again? Let me just stick with this. But the truth is, you write what people want. Don't write what you want. That's another thing. So I knew it was time to write what people want. So I started with Cassandra. So it's like Cassandra was like me launching into the deep. So it was in Your Book Will Sell Academy that I got several strategies that I used. Many of our speakers said wonderful things that I really, really love, and that is helping me. But one of our speakers, I think Sir Alexandra also, I'm trying to remember his name now.
Alexander.
He talked about how he sold 10,000. Yeah, I think it's maybe the Air Force personnel.
Yeah,
am I right?
Air Force guy, yes.
Oh, okay. I think I'm correct then. Yeah, he talked about how he he published, he sold 10,000 copies and more. So I think I fell in love with his strategy. And one of his strategy is a pageant to model to get a contestant, a winner for the book.
Hello, Rachel. Can you hear me? The network is seems to be bad where you are
So
in southern Nigeria.
I did that.
Oh man, it's network. Hello, Rachel. Can you hear me? Okay, guys. I know it's really crazy. Somebody's asking a question. Let me. I think I'll get her back again. Okay, so somebody's asking a question. Mel B Plus, you're asking as a pro blogger, can I publish my success journey and sell? Absolutely. So I don't know exactly why you're asking what you're asking, but then um, what's it about your publish your success journey? Is it on blogging, or do you want to author a book on how people can start their blogging journey and become a success in their blogging journey? Is that exactly what you want to publish about, or you just want to tell people about your story, right? For me, I can advise that if you've gotten some successes, right? Let me see if she's back. She's still having issues. Yeah, Rachel, can you
Okay,
hear me
I'm back.
now? Yeah, network was at some
Yeah,
point
sorry
messing
for
you
that.
up. Okay, so please, so you start out
Yeah.
where you were speaking about Alexander, please.
Yes, I said he mentioned a lot of strategies that was so relatable. He mentioned the secret to him selling 10,000 copies of his book and above. So I decided to pen them down. The beauty of this Your Book Will Sell Academy is that you can get to listen to the videos over and over again until it enters your spirit, soul, and body. So I used some of the strategies, and one of them is this t-shirt.
Hmm.
I did a branded t-shirt for Cassandra Noble, my first fiction novel. And then I did the pageantry where I opened up a contest for those that will model the book. And I've been doing that for almost all my novels. This is Cassandra. After Cassandra, I did this. Is a fiction novel too. After that, I did this, and it's so wonderful to have real pictures, real life
Hmm.
pictures of people on my book. Like, I feel fulfilled, and those people who eventually won, they also feel fulfilled instead of using the random internet picture. So then it's so afterwards, parents who have parents who have teenagers were buying this, and the singles. Then parents who have children started requesting for children's storybook
Hmm.
concerning the rule of you write what people want. So I wrote this for children. It's a collection of children's stories.
Tell
And
us their title. Sorry to cut in, but tell us their titles, please, and then tell us
all
the one that is selling most, that sold most right
yeah,
now.
actually, the I can't really say particularly that this is selling most, but Cassandra has sold more because it came first. I think you
Oh,
understand.
okay. Yeah, I
Yeah, so
get it.
I've done 3 batches,
Hmm.
and because this came first, that's why. But definitely, if I put this four down, I notice people pick this, and I'll talk about that later.
Yeah, tell us. No, tell us about the titles now, so that people who are interested will definitely want to
Okay,
get.
all
So you
right,
can
all
give
right.
us brief synopsis of each of the books that you have there.
Okay, this is a book
Yes.
now that I'm engaged. This is for those who are dating and in courtship. Many people reach
Hmm.
out to me that they want something like they've read foreign books about courtship and relationship, but they really want something from a Nigeria also. So this is a very good companion for those who are dating and engaged. The title says, Now That I Am Engaged, the subtitle, Laying a Solid Foundation for a Great Marriage. That's one. I have another one, Early Years of Marriage, for those who are about to wed or those who are going for honeymoon or the first few years of marriage. I have What Motherhood Has Taught Me. This is another one. What Motherhood Has Taught Me is a memoir of my motherhood journey, how I was first an housewife in quotes, then how I launched into purpose, ministry, motherhood, career, writing, and all that. Because many people ask me, how do you cope balancing all these? And you just have 24 hours. So that was part of the question I was getting from the group. So I documented my journey and compiled and now selling as a book. Then I have the teens and singles. Then after that, I have Cassandra, my first fiction. I have The Whirlwind of the Dream Come True. It's a fiction novel also. Beyond the Past is a fiction novel. Then I have collection of children's stories. It contains 9 stories, hardcover. It's hardcover. Then it has pictures inside, glossy glossy inner paper, and then colored inside. So I would say this Cassandra novel has sold the highest because it's the first fiction novel. So another
Fan-
strategy that I learned from your book with Sell Academy. Oh, you've not changed the question. Another
yeah.
strategy I learned from your book with Sell Academy is concerning branding. Like people, this know, like, trust.
Mm.
So yes, while anybody can author a book, anybody can write. For your book to sell, you have to tick, at least if you have like 10 strategies, at least you have to tick like 7, 8, 9, 10 to get a good outcome. And one of it is your book title, your book cover design. Your book cover design goes a long way. I miss my four fiction novels. People pick this, so it also tells that you have to switch designers if you feel you are not really comfortable. You have to move on until you get a very good designer. So I've talked about then concerning, there was one speaker that talked about asking like TV show, radio, newspaper, and TV. I can't really remember the name now. It's a way of promoting your books too. And
On our boyfriends, I mean.
all right, okay. So it's a way of promoting your books too. People would buy from somebody who they know. So having opportunity, then the person said like that. You never say never. Just ask, and then. So for me now, I'm even the one saying, "Oh, no time again." They are calling me left, right, and center. One of the proof is today. So
That's amazing. So how can
exactly.
people get to buy? How can people get to buy these books? Do you have bookshops where your books are, or do you have your website? Tell us, because I would like people who are listening to you to be able to come across to you. How can they reach you? Maybe your WhatsApp number right now, and how can they get copies of your books? Maybe for parents who are listening, those who are in love, those who want to get married, those who want to go on honeymoon, and go to eat all the moon there. So tell us.
Yes, I have a landing page where they can order online. Then I can also drop my customized WhatsApp link for
Yeah,
those who would
sure. You can.
prefer. How do I do? Should I drop it on your WhatsApp?
Okay, just tell us your WhatsApp number. I think
Zero
it'll be
eight
easy.
zero 08065279827. Is
Okay,
that
so
okay?
repeat it again. Repeat it
All
again
right.
slowly so that people can quickly copy.
080652798, then 27 again. 08065279827.
Fantastic. Good, good, good. Okay, so the next question that I've got here is so apart from all the strategies that you've learned in your book with Sell Academy and the ones that you have also designed for yourself, what three key strategies have you utilized, from the academy and from all the ones you've also read somewhere else? What three strategies have you utilized that have made you the most sales?
Okay. The first one is the KLT, no like trust.
Mm,
Many people, one of the speaker also mentioned it, that when I go for speaking engagements, it's just the honorarium and that's all. Some
mm,
were even free, that kind of thing now, that you're just
yes.
passionate about influencing, like getting people. So many had been free, but now because I have my books in print, I take them along and
Mm,
I get buyers. So that's the
mm,
no like trust, because they've heard you. They add your talk or your teaching or whatever. They believe in your book and they will refer you. Then number two strategy that really worked for me is the let me put everything under branding of the t-shirts, branding my book, branding of my book, like the design, the good title, because when people see the title they really want to know what to be in this book, as much as it's stimulating interest and also creating a level of suspense. I think that I'll put all those under branding.
okay.
Then number three, what I would say that has helped me is talk about your book, talk and talk and talk. You'll be surprised that somebody who has been seeing your post or your whatever for months, days, weeks, years will just suddenly get convinced that, oh, and I have many of them like that. They'll say, I want to buy for youth in my church, I want to buy for my office. I want my office,
Mm,
my staff to get to read which of your books, like not really, which of your books would work for so and so. And then I would recommend that, okay, you could get to, some will buy two, some will buy one, some will buy three, some will even tell me they want
amazing.
to buy all. So the thing is, you keep talking about your book. I think I'll put that one under advert. Is it okay? I think I can put that under advert.
That's amazing. Fantastic. So to,
Then,
to
oh,
summarize,
sorry, so let me quickly mention the pre-order. It was in the your book will sell academy that I had the mind shift concerning pre-order. Before I keep quiet, I don't talk about my book until launch day. This new book, is it new book alert or
yeah,
something?
new book a lot.
That was my style. And then the congratulations, good job, you're amazing, you're this. But it was in the Your Book will Sell Academy that I got to know that you need to talk about your book far way before you publish or launch it, and it's working.
Fantastic. So the strategies that worked for you, number one, was the know, like, and trust factor. You have to start building your personal brand, which is what I teach a lot of individuals. Secondly, you are taking your books to your speaking engagements, which is one of the strategies that I also share with people. And thirdly, you employ the your pre-sale academy. I mean, your pre-sale pre-launch strategy before the book coming out. Talking about the book and getting people's money and not waiting for the book to come out. And then fourthly, you spoke about consistently talking about your book. So four key strategies that have really helped you to make the most sales. Really, really thank you for that. Okay, so the next question is this: why did you join your book with Sell Academy? I don't remember. I can't remember when you joined because I opened the academy in July last year, 2020, and then I opened it again in December, and then I'm opening it again December 2020. I opened it again July, and I'm opening again this December. So I can't remember exactly when you joined, but why did you join the Your Book with Sell Academy?
Okay. Then I was supposed to talk about the leveraging. I hope to get more leverage concerning my book.
Mm,
Leveraging also work because I somebody mentioned your book will sell. I think it was Madam Chioma that mentioned it on a
mm.
post or something. Or maybe my brothers, somebody just told me that, oh, this is you're an author, you need this. And then I saw it again on Madam Chioma's posts. So
Mm.
leveraging is a good one. She mentioned about your book will sell, and I chatted you up on DM, and you are a wonderful, accessible person, and then you replied my message. So I had already paid for the book before the academy started. know,
Yeah.
I saw the flyer and I saw, I think about 20 or 22 speaker. I was like, ah, no, no, I would
20,
not miss
20,
this.
25, 25
Oh
of them.
no. And they gave us enough. I mean, they really thought from their hearts. Oh no, 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 no. In fact, that could be, anyway, I even love the fact that you call this academy. It's a school on its own. A lot of things to learn, designing, branding, opportunities, leveraging. Oh no. It just is embedded sincerely. So that was part of the thing that created the interest. Then secondly, it was, I think it was Corona period. There were a lot
Yeah, it
of
was Corona period.
yeah, there were a lot of things trainings I paid for, but I love the fact that I could go back later
Yeah.
on at my spare time. And I remember when it was just few of the live videos I was able to join. Many of the live videos I did it during the night or when my children are sleeping or something. Then I take my notes and follow, and I'm like, writing down strategy. So I would say I joined your book with Sell because I want to I've authored several books. As at then I'd authored 7 books. I wanted strategies on how those books will sell. And sincerely yours, after the academy, I've published 5 more books, making how many now? Okay. I have
Amazing.
13. I have 13 year and 2 more already with the editor. So before the end of the year, God willing, 15 books to my credit.
Wow. So you want to do 15 books before the end of the year?
Yeah, I have 2 already with the editor. With 2 different
Wow.
editors. Anyway, I have, those
Wow,
books
that's
have actually
amazing.
been, those books are, like I mentioned, they've been on my laptop. I have drafts, manuscript 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and as inspiration comes and the need comes, I I fill it up. You understand? Until
Mm.
then, when I see that the demand is on the eye, right, then sometimes the book I will publish might not even be the first I started writing. Based on demand, one can overtake 3 to 4 manuscripts.
Amazing, amazing. I like that. I like that. Okay, so we are coming gradually to the end. So, guys, if you've got questions, we've done 38 minutes already. We like to wrap stuff up at 1 hour, exactly 1 hour or 5 minutes to 1 o'clock. Okay, so if you've got questions, please drop them right now in the comment section so that our guest can answer them. So, I think we have got a question here. Rachel, can you hear me?
Okay, yes, I
So we've
can.
got a question here. As a pro blogger, can I publish my success journey and sell?
Definitely, yes. In fact, people really love stories more. They love life, real life experience. It will sell. Trust me. Just give it a nice title and then give it a very good exposure. You will sell.
Fantastic, fantastic. So, guys, if you've got questions, please drop the questions in the comment section right now, and our guest is going to answer it. So, I just want to ask this final question, Rachel, because your Book Resell Academy is opening up again. We've got a lot of people, those who are going to be part of the academy are going to get copies of the book for free. And you have had the taste of you have had an experience, a taste of what the academy is all about. So, what piece of advice can you give to those who are aspiring to be in the academy, and those who have already written books before? Share with us a taste of the experience that you've got in the academy, and what advice would you give them? Because the academy is going to open again on December 3rd, 2021, and then we'll start accepting payments, and then we will close the academy again 2 weeks after, which is on December 17th. So tell me what piece of advice can you
Okay.
give them to join the academy?
Okay. I've mentioned some points. I will reiterate and buttress. For the Your Book Will Sell Academy, it's the marketing aspect of your authoring journey. Many people can write, many people can author, but how about the marketing aspect? That's the part where you
Mm,
get money. So it's better you join this team of professionals. When I say professionals, they are professionals in their niche. Emily, Emily Wale Koya,
Yeah,
Mike
yeah,
Penya
yeah.
Eze, Paul, who else? There's this Warita, a lot of professionals. Why won't you really join this set of people and then glean from their wealth of experience? I think the session used to be 1 hour thereabout. So you can imagine them talking for 1 hour. Of course, you would tap. All these people that like tapping, you would tap something, and it's not even trying to hype or boast or something. You will really gain from your book will sell. Even if you don't use it now, it will give you a great mind shift. For you to know that, okay, you can sell 10,000 copies. Somebody has actually sold it in a day. So it will really help you to aim, to raise the bar, to aim for greater things, and to know definitely that it's possible. So I would advise whoever is authoring already, or who has not authored, I mean for upcoming authors, to join this academy. Join it though before before it even increased from
Yeah, it's
50,000.
oh, it's it's always increasing. Last year when
Honestly,
people joined the academy, it was 5,000. From there, it went to 15,000,
20.
then 20K. Right now, it's for 50,000. Next year is going to also increase to 60,000. That's the way it is. So, for those who are watching us right now,
The
you
earlier
can
the
join.
better.
We like it better. Right now, we have not started. We have not started collecting payments, but as soon as it's December 3rd, we will open the payment portal, and those who are paying will start to be enrolled into the academy. Okay, so final thoughts. What are your final thoughts based on everything that we shared? Before we wrap up, we've done 42 minutes already. I'm very grateful that you're here. So if you got any other final thoughts about your book, how people can reach out to you, how they can connect to you, how they can buy copies of your book, please shoot.
Yes, sir. Okay, for anyone who wants to buy my book, just type Rachel Ogusowo. By the grace of God, I'm the only Rachel Ogusowo standing if you type it on Facebook. So you can reach me. I don't really do DM, so that's something about me. I don't have my messenger is not installed on this phone. The other phone is at home, but you can reach me through the phone number I called. So
Yeah,
Ebe,
call it again,
I
please.
sent you something. I sent you a link on your chat. You could
On
check.
WhatsApp.
Yes, sir. I don't know if you can copy that link. So it's either you
Okay.
can reach me through Rachel Ogusowo. Then I have a I have Mailchimp. What they call that? The landing page, right? Mailchimp.
Yes.
Yes, that has the synopsis, the price, and account number for the payment of my book. But I don't know. People don't like clicking. They prefer to talk to me directly. But I also have a Mailchimp accounts where they can order from, and we do delivery to every part of Nigeria. For those who
Good.
buy multiple copies, there's free delivery. If you buy multiple copies, there is free delivery. So please, you can buy for your office, you can buy for your organization, you can buy for your religious, should I say, let me say churches. Buy for your youth. Please, let's invest in the life of the youth. You can buy into your campus fellowship. This Cassandra novel is in virtually at least one institution in every state. This Cassandra novel, I keep getting feedback. It's on my campus, it's on my campus. So you can invest into life, you can sponsor copies and send, buy for your niece and nieces. So I would really love to appreciate Sayemi Kanobis. Thank you for
Okay, thank you
everything.
very much. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up in the next 1 minute. So if you got what you want to share, maybe words of gratitude to Rachel for sharing, please drop in the comment section. Thank her for being part of this session and for sharing from the depth of our knowledge and experience. So if you got those words, please drop them. So Priska is saying America no be to the world. Well, thank you very much. Igwe said, I published my first book not because I wanted to make money from it, but because I want to be addressed as a book author. Well, that's also a reason, but I think you have to start thinking about making money, right? Chinwe Ijoma is saying, with this, I can't wait to have this book, your book will sell. Well, I think you've made an order already. while we were speaking, I saw someone's order just dropped on my phone. So thank you, whoever it is that ordered the book.
Fantastic.
Okay, so yeah. So Chinwe, yeah, thank you very much. She's saying thank you so much. Learned a lot. Good to have you guys here. So you can reach across and get Rachel right now with this link. You just have to copy it out. That's what the way it's going to be. I'll put it also in the comment section, but you can copy it out. HTTP um, slash double slash bit.ly slash connect with Rachel underscore, not underscore, hyphen Ogunsanwo. Okay, so thank you everyone for being part of this session. God bless everyone. I look forward to hosting more and more of this in the coming days. So keep tabs on my timeline as I continue to bring authors who have sold 200 copies of their books, 500 copies of their books, 1,000 copies of their books, 5,000 copies of their books, all by being part of the Open Kusala Academy. All right. So thank you very much, Rachel. God bless you. Thank you for you were at the radio station and you had to go take one office. I think you hijacked one office in the radio station there to be able to do this.
Yes, I told
Thank
them I won't be able to make it, except
yes.
I gave them another option, and they chose this
Oh
option
wow.
that I could just come and do
Amazing.
my section in their studio.
Amazing. Thank you for that.
So, Bayo,
God
get
bless
your
you.
book to sell and join the
Yeah.
academy.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you. All right. All the way from here in the city of Port Harcourt to you. God bless you. Bye.
Bye bye, sir.